Hi, today I'm going to show you how to install a screen on your deck hatch. Hi, I'm Ron.
And I'm Marie.
10 years ago, we bought a broken down trawler for $4,000.
And nothing worked, not even the kitchen sink.
After a lot of hard work and help from our friends and family, we moved aboard Elixir full time. And now we are cruising this old boat while the work and fun continues.
So subscribe and give us a like and come along with us, cruising this old boat.
Many of us with older boats have these hatches up on our forward deck, and they never made them with mosquito screens, any kind of screen to keep the bugs out. And so at night when you're at anchor and it's hot and you want to leave your hatch open, all the bugs are going to come flying in. So I'm going to make a screen to keep those bugs out when we have our hatch open. Now you want the screen to be as high as possible so that you have maximum headroom. For me, I'm 6'2". When I'm in the V-berth, I can't stand up except in that hatch area. So I definitely don't want to drop the screen down too low or I won't be able to stand up there either. So you want to measure up as high as you can. Also be aware of any latches or other hardware that may get in the way of the screen. The design that I'm going to use, the screen is going to lift up at times so that you can access those latches and so forth. So you want to have some clearance to be able to move your screen up. So you need a couple inches down from the latches, but still as high up as you can. You can see here that I have about 5 inches from the bottom of the latch to the bottom of the hatch. And so I'm going to put the screen at 3 inches up from the bottom. That'll give me 2 inches of clearance for that latch, which is my lowest hanging piece of hardware. And 3 inches up will still give me plenty of headroom to stand up down here. Once you've decided what height you want the screen to be located, then you're going to take a measurement horizontally across your hatch to find out the exact width of the hatch at that height. If your hatch is anything like mine, it's no longer plumb. Mine's kind of gets wider as it gets further down. So you want to measure at the height you're going to actually install the screen. So you're going to take some teak quarter round. This is going to be the shelf that will support your screen. I've chosen 1/2 inch quarter round. I think that'll be sufficient space to support the screen, but not so big as to become obnoxious. The first thing you want to do is cut one of the ends at a 45-degree angle so that it'll match up with the quarter round on the adjoining sidewall. So you want to make sure you have it right. This is going to be against the wall, the inside wall of the hatch. This is going to be the shelf, and then you have the curved part for decoration. So you need to make sure that your 45-degree angle is going into the corner of the hatch. The hatch will be like this, and it'll meet up with the next shelf. Next, you want to measure from the tip where it's going to be into the corner, from that tip to what's going to be the next corner. In my case, that's 20.5 inches. And then this one, you're going to cut the opposite way. So your longest points are going to be the 2 corners. This corner and what'll be this corner. And take some sandpaper, like 150 grit, just not too rough. And all you want to do is get these burrs off. So you don't want to sand it down any or it won't match up. Just get those burrs off. Now to install the quarter round, we're going to use some small finishing nails. You don't want to crack the quarter round. You also don't want to puncture through the other side of your hatch. So I'm using these small number 18 3/4 inch long wire brads, and I think that'll do the job. There's not going to be a lot of weight. The screen is not going to weigh much, so you don't need a lot of you don't need a big nail to hold it in there. You could actually staple these if you have that ability. Then you just want to measure, cut, and install the remaining 3 shelf brackets. Now, make sure you measure each one individually. Don't assume your hatch is square and that you can take the same measurement you used on one side for the opposite side. These old hatches have moved a lot, so they may not be square. And then just coat it to match the rest of the hatch, however you treated your hatch. I use Cetal, so put some Cetal on the quarter round and you're done. This is a window kit that you can buy. There's different types. This is at Home Depot. Lowe's has a similar thing. Ace Hardware sometimes sells it. And you buy this kit and you just cut it to whatever length you want it. So you have 4 rails, 1 for each side. Cut it what length you want. And then you put these inserts into the corners to hold the corners together. And then this one doesn't come with it. You just buy the splining material to fit and put the screen. You buy the screen, whatever grade you want, color you want. So anyway, you end up just making the size screen that you need. But when I went to get the screen kit, I discovered this. And this is a pre-made screen. It's actually intended to be able to open it and expand depending on the size of your window. So it's 2 different screens, 2 completely separate screens. They're just attached together on a sliding mechanism. And I needed about a little over 10 inches, so about 10 inches by 20 inches. And this is 10 inches by 20 inches. It expands out to 37, but all I needed was 10 by 20, and this was. And it was only $7.59. It was way cheaper than all the parts to build one on my own, and it's already built. So I said, hey, why do work when you can just buy theirs? So I'm just gonna break this sliding mechanism. It's just a little piece of cheap plastic, lightweight plastic. I'm gonna break that off, separate the 2 screens, and we should be good to go. Okay, I was right. The screen just fit perfectly. You couldn't ask for a better fit, and I didn't have to cut anything, so that's a plus. And then because, like I said, it's 2 different screens, they're side by side, and so this one just pops up, slides out of the way, and then you have access to your latches. So you can open the hatch. And there you are. And if it's nighttime or bugs are out, then you just pull the screen back down. And you're protected. So pretty cool. I think it looks nice. I think it'll work just perfectly. Thanks for watching.